Emily and Daisy. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the rolling hills, there lived a kind-hearted child named Emily. Emily loved animals and dreamed of one day having a horse of her own. One day, her parents surprised her with a beautiful brown mare named Daisy. Emily and Daisy became fast friends. They would spend hours every day exploring the fields and woods surrounding the village. Daisy loved to run, and Emily loved to feel the wind in her hair as they galloped through the countryside. As the years went by, Emily and Daisy's bond only grew stronger. They were inseparable, and everyone in the village knew that wherever Emily went, Daisy was sure to follow. One day, as they were riding through the woods, Daisy stumbled and fell. Emily was thrown from her back and hit her head on a rock. She was unconscious and badly hurt. Daisy was panicked and didn't know what to do. She stood there beside Emily, whinnying and nudging her, trying to wake her up. When Emily didn't move, Daisy knew she had to get help. She ran as fast as she could back to the village. When she arrived, she found Emily's parents and started to nudge them with her nose, urging them to follow her. She led them back to where Emily lay, and they were able to get her the help she needed. Emily spent many weeks in the hospital, recovering from her injuries. Daisy was not allowed to visit her, but she would often stand outside the hospital window, looking up at Emily and whinnying softly. Finally, Emily was well enough to go home. She was weak and still had a long road to recovery, but she was just happy to be home with Daisy. As she slowly began to regain her strength, Emily realized just how much Daisy had done for her. She knew that without Daisy's help, she might not be alive today. From that day on, Emily made a promise to Daisy. She would take care of her and love her with all her heart, just as Daisy had done for her. She spent hours every day grooming and caring for Daisy, making sure she was happy and healthy. As the years went by, Emily and Daisy's bond grew even stronger. They would ride together every day, exploring the hills and fields around the village. People would often stop and stare, amazed at the sight of the girl and her horse riding together as one. One day, as they were riding through a particularly beautiful field, Emily looked up at the sky and saw a rainbow. She turned to Daisy and said, "Do you see that, Daisy? That's a sign of good luck." Daisy snorted and nuzzled Emily's hand. Emily laughed and continued, "And you know what else? We're the luckiest pair in the whole world, because we have each other." Daisy whinnied in agreement, and Emily felt a warm feeling in her heart. She knew that no matter what happened, she and Daisy would always be together. And so, Emily and Daisy lived happily ever after. They continued to ride and explore the countryside, sharing their love and friendship with everyone they met. They knew that their bond was unbreakable and that they would always be there for each other, through thick and thin.